all the Haitian that we part of. So last night we had a meeting. It was run by Delilah out of Florida. She killed it. We had about, when we started, we had about 15 people, and then toward the end of it, we had about 18 people. So total, we have 7 new people who never heard about the alliance or anything like that, who showed up to the meeting at 8 p.m. last night. It was amazing. People stay longer. People stay an hour, like about 30 minutes afterwards, once we were done with the meeting. And then we have people committing, Andy, to growing. So that was the fun part. The leaders that were already in the alliance, now they're committed to grow. So I have a list of people, like Delilah is committed to build the business and get to EVP. And then for me, I'm shooting by NACOM to hit junior board member. And then Gary wants to be AM. We have all the different leaders trying to grow in recruiting, and we commit. We have a number of people by NACOM. Each of us gonna bring a number of Haitian, all agents, but also Haitian that we are recruiting. So I'm fired up. I have a team in Los Angeles that's going crazy. I have one pastor that I've been trying to get him for a long time, Andy. And then now I invited him on the first meeting we did with the International Creole meeting, and he's in, and he has about 15 people we're talking to right now.
What's his name, Mimi?
His name is Jean-Baptiste Cadel, Cadel. Last name Jean-Baptiste. Jean, like the Jean, and then Baptiste.
Jean-Baptiste Cadel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you got him. I'd like to meet him. Is he in California, I guess?
Yes, he's in Los Angeles, California.
So Delilah, who's in Fort Lauderdale or Miami?
Correct. Yes.
And she did the opportunity meeting, and y'all had 7 brand new people on.
Correct.
You keep saying Haitian, and I want to say the same thing, but I'm told that
our language is Creole, but we are all Haitian.
So there is what other countries speak Creole?
Haitian Creole, just us. Other countries speak different version of Creole. It could be English Creole, but
so the Baton Rouge, Louisiana Creole, not you.
We might have some similarity, but it's not 100%. But we both speak French and Creole at the same time.
You don't speak French and Creole?
I do, yeah.
Well, do the people in Louisiana, Baton Rouge down in there, do they speak French, Creole?
They do. Mm-hmm.
But my guess is you would understand, like they couldn't get away. If they were talking about you would know.
That's it, yes.
But maybe not the intricacies. Like if they started talking about return of premium or tax accumulation or tax deferred or tax compounding, that you might not pick up on.
That's right. Yeah, that part.
Okay. All right. So typically if they're in this world that you and Delilah and a couple other people building this, typically people that from Haiti and now live in America, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm not going to get distracted with this, but I am going to say it a little bit. We're looking for people that are here and they can work in the U.S. Mm-hmm. But there's also a group of people that we're interested in. It's people from other countries that have money and they do business here, but they do not live here. So they may be only here 3 or 4 weeks out of the year, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 10 weeks, but they don't have a residence here. But they love the way that America does insurance, especially the index universal life, for a lot of different reasons that, like I mentioned, the compounding of the interest without being taxed is unbelievable inside of that policy. We now have one solid company, and we've actually moved a couple of really big IUL policies to, I think we call it foreign national business. Mm-hmm. And this one was with a Mandarin speaking person that Ryan Zhang sold this big policy to. And we're going to have him on in the future to do a presentation on, actually, he's going to do it next. I think we'll try to get him to do it next week at the estate planning session. Matter of fact, if you would text Amber and see if there's a way that we can give him 30 minutes to do that presentation on foreign national, either Thursday or Friday morning. I think it's Thursday would probably be good. But so it's just crazy, this world of insurance. Mimi, you know this, but I don't know how many other people understand. Like my world's it's a little complicated. I'm an engineer by background, mathematical, analytical, statistical math. And then I was in Amway, which was a network marketing company that I loved, that I dealt with a lot of people and build teams. And then the third connection being the insurance industry, which I wasn't looking for it, never dreamed of doing it. I just found that it went mathematically, it was a great fit for me, understanding the math. And then network marketing, you build a network of people selling insurance, and you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars, which dollars are good for so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Food is like one high on my list, get any kind of food you want. Drinks, I'm big on food, eating and drinking, and transportation, vehicles, cars, things like that, airplanes, private jets, suites, seats to games. So those three things, the insurance, the engineer, and the networking, has been able to do the money. Mm-hmm. And now that I'm over here in this insurance, I found out about so many different complicated high-level products like tax planning, tax strategies, estate planning, changing your grandchildren's life and your children's life and your great-grandchildren's life, because you can store this money inside of insurance products. It just blows my mind. So, and even what I just said, I feel like if you're saying it, if you take all this information that I just laid out and you share it, it's going to sound different in Creole, because a person whose first language is Creole and English is their second, it's just not going to make sense to them as if you tossed it out, right?
True. I agree with you.
We interviewed a lady, she's coming back in Monday, but she, her first language is Spanish, born in Mexico, and you would think she understands every single word, seemed to be insanely smart, graduating college, so 22 years old. But she asked one of the staff a couple of questions when we tested her, and it was words that I was like, what? Do you remember what was the word she asked about? Was it nurturing? What is nurturing? What does nurturing mean? And I mean, you would just think somebody that's graduated college, nurturing and speaking such good English, you would think she knows, what's the other one? Factual. Yeah, F-A-C-T, factual. She wanted to know what that meant. So you just use words, you throw out words, and you just think everybody grasps them, but some people, they're just skipping the words and they go like, I'll figure out what that means later, or they get the gist, they get the idea of what you said, but not the intricacies of what you said.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's the truth. And then also with culture, different culture has a way that people speak. Like if you notice, I speak with my whole body, like we do gestures, we do all that. So we are like Haitians are very animated people. So if you just speaking, even if they understand, but if you're just speaking too plain and then you don't have the fire in you, we're not connecting as we should. So we are very animated people. So they might not understand all the concept, but if you connect with them at that level that only someone from that culture can connect to with them, then you get them. I think that's why you are a genius, Andy, in putting those ideas. And I like how you just bring those ideas just like that. I remember when you were in California, you came up with it. That's amazing because Marvin can connect with people in his own culture that in a way that I can't. And the same thing with all of us. So you using your strength and your people's strength as well. So I think that's amazing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me of that. That was a great meeting in California, and it was
Yep.
just, I'm sitting here looking at the different languages thinking, why am I not supporting, why am I not throwing resources and at these people that have this asset of multiple languages? And we've made that decision. Now, I just want to say that I'm aware that Meche, Mercedes, I call her, has been screaming at me. Her husband that's passed away now was screaming at me to do it for years and years and years. And do y'all want to hear my list of excuses? Well, we didn't have AI then, and so we couldn't translate books and audios and teachings. And I didn't think of it then, but now that I've thought about it, I think it's good logic right there. Does that make sense?
The AI thing is real.
What did you say?
I said the AI thing is real. It makes
AI.
life easier.
The AI and the AA thing are real.
That part.
I love you, Mimi. I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm excited for what you're doing in the Creole world and the Haitian
we coming.
States. You feel a lot more energy, don't you? I feel it radiating from you. You're excited about this.
I am excited about it. And then we all want to put our head together to work. We have a group chat. I'm giving you guys our secret. We create a Creole or Haitian active agent. If you're not licensed, we don't include you yet. So we have all the for will. No, you have to earn it. We earn our little sticker, so you have to earn it. So we have a group, we call it the Haitian Alliance Group. So, and then every single agent that we know who's licensed, we put them in and we send reminders for the calls and stuff in Creole, some English in there, but it's going well.
So I want to,
exciting.
I want to start at the very beginning and let's start getting things organized. So the first thing that please take note of, if you're one of our growing people, when you say somebody's name, like Jean Baptiste Cadeau, what the hell did she say? Jean Baptiste Caca. Like, I have no idea. All I hear is okay? All right. Now, what she did, she said it right. And I went, okay. And then she slowed down and said Cadel, Cadel, and Baptiste, like Baptiste. And then Gene, is it Gene?
Yep. N, no E.
Gen. Okay. Gean.
Yep.
Okay. So she slowed it down. So, and then I'm writing it down, not spelling it, but Baptist, like Baptist.
Yep.
So I'm writing it down. So the first thing is with these international names, is you've got to get them spelled and sound it out, and they're still going to be impossible. I'm still working on Stella and Anthony. I feel like if I say Stella and Anthony, people know who I'm talking about. But Numbiki is something, that's not correct. But I am going to work on it until I get it right. Numbiki, okay? So but it's slowing down, getting the spelling, and I do this. I don't care if you're from Baton Rouge, Burlington, North Carolina, or Nashville, Tennessee. I will pronounce it back. If it's Tony, I'll be like, now is that Tonyy? Is there something I'm missing? Because when you're trying to build a relationship with someone, you want to call their name, because the sweetest music, the best thing they've ever heard and what gets anybody's attention is their own name. So if you skip over their own name and you don't call them or try to call them by their name, you're losing money. Like like you've got a bucket of water and there's holes and the water's coming out, you're losing the water. So if this is your bucket of making a money with a person and you're not using their name, then it's just spewing water and you're losing, or spewing money and you're just losing it. Okay? So with the speakers, also, you've noticed the way we're doing the speakers now is we're saying this is their history, this is their education, this is what they're known for, this is the region of India or the city in India, the city, which country they're from. It's good background. And it's really like a buffet list of, if I'm trying to get Leslie on the call, I'm hoping something on the buffet attracts her to the buffet, and then she jumps on the call and listens, and then hopefully there'll be something else that Delilah or the speaker throws it that they relate to, and they can catch them and pull them in. Okay? So if everybody will get together, you've heard this before, if everybody would row in the same direction, if everybody would get in the boat, if everybody would listen to the instructions. Because people ask me, sometimes they go, why is this group not growing and that group not going? And I'll go like, it takes me 5 minutes to look at them and talk to them and tell you what the problems are. But I can tell you ahead of time, many times they're saying different things. They're rowing the boat in different directions. They're not on the same page. They don't say things like, I'm in 24/7, are you? Because since they didn't think of it, or it's my tag, they don't use it. And I don't know if it's their ego. I don't know if they're ignorant. I don't know if they're just afraid of money. I don't know if they're afraid of success. A guy asked me this week, what do you do if you're just afraid that you won't be successful in this business? I go, I understand that. What I can't understand is how you live broke. Like, you are broke. I would consider doing anything besides living like you live. I mean, I'll just be honest with you. I don't even know why you're thinking about failure. What you think about is how pitiful you are in your financial situation. He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'd be scared of that, and I'd run like hell. You know, and I guess maybe he's living a mediocre, I mean, you know what I'm saying? In other words, like each one of y'all, you have different situations, probably financially. I'm guessing, you know, I don't know your finances, but like, you know, Olga and Jason have been in the business a long time, but I don't know if they fly first class everywhere they go without thinking about it. I don't know if they do standby waiting to get on first class. I don't know if they get a suite every time they come up here to Burlington, or if they Airbnb and share it with 8 people. But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's up to you. None of y'all are broke. And the person I'm talking about is not broke. Not broke. But they ain't going to consider first class. Not once. Not to mention multiple times or every time. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just saying that I had a shot. When I saw this business, I said, I've got a real shot at this. I was watching, I threw out the first pitch yesterday at the Yankees game in New York City. And I was just watching those studs, those baseball players, and thinking, you know, I want to be a baseball player when I was a kid. I don't know if I thought I had a shot. I don't know because I didn't know any of them. I didn't know a professional baseball player or professional coaches. And I don't know if I worked as hard as I could have. Right. I don't know if I didn't have the skill or talent. But when I found this business, I realized anybody has the skill or talent. It's really just work. And you don't have to be able to jump this high. You don't have to have unbelievable hand coordination, hand-to-eye coordination. And the words, you could just steal the words or borrow the words or copy the words. So when I started studying how to be great at this business and be successful at it, I just started copying. But it is amazing how many people don't copy. They read the same books I read, but then they don't use the same examples. Oh no. So the more we can get together, and the more your team and the more the Creole team can get together and start saying the same things, the faster you'll grow. And there's no use me trying to get into explaining how that happens. I'm telling you, it happens.
And I believe you.
Well, we appreciate you doing it. Who's up next as far as the Creole opportunity?
Next is me, July 24th.
So does that mean we're not having one this coming week because of the convention?
Yes, we're not having one next week because of convention. And on the 24th, it will be me. And then the 7th, I believe it will be Gary. And then next will be Delilah. And then we have Judith. She's a rising star on Delilah's team. She will be doing it. And then on the 21st, we have Junior. He's part of Mike's team.
Okay.
People.
All right, I'm gonna come back to you. I had another question for you, but I want to move to Marvin. And now, Marvin, who did the opportunity in Spanish this week?
This week was Olga.
Okay.
How are you doing, Andy?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you, Marvin?
Man, I am jacked up, excited. We have so many people jumping on board. A lot of Spanish-speaking people. We're reaching out to, people that looked at this business a while back, and they're like, "No, it's I don't speak the language and everything." And now we're going, "Come on, we got a lot of resources. We got the 8 steps to success in Spanish, and this is a great resource. I know that, like you said, Gus and Mercedes have worked on this, for a long, long time, and so now we're just seeing, like you said, this huge burst of energy and passion for the Hispanic community. In fact, I'm in Los Angeles right now. I'm in the hotel room because we came yesterday. Cesar Perez met me here in LA, and we recruited somebody that he's been talking to for a long time. He's a pastor here in LA, but he is also very involved in the community. And he's got a lot of business partners that he works with because he's in the holistic medicine business, but he's got about 10 to 12 professionals that he works real close with, and they have PNC offices, they have tax offices. And so we came yesterday to seal the deal. He's on board with us now. And next meeting, he's going to have all of those professionals come to his office so that we can break it down for them. We can tell them, okay, this is going to be the process. This is the strategy, how you incorporate life and estate planning into your business. And so, man, it's super exciting. In fact, reason why I'm so excited too is because he invited me to come back to his office today. He's got a TV show in Spanish here in LA, and we're going to be talking and doing kind of like a summary of the estate planning seminar in Spanish, just to educate his viewers. And it's 100% in Spanish. So, man, it's really cool. I mean, I feel like when you were winding up yesterday to throw that pitch, how did that feel, Andy? Like, I know you talk about playing baseball when you were little, and your parents taking you to the games and stuff like that, but how did it feel just throwing that ball yesterday in the stadium?
I felt like I need to get back up in the Delta 360 suite as fast as possible. That's how I felt. It's like a fish out of water, but I mean, it's pretty wild. The stadium holds 47,000 people. It's almost 50,000 people looking at you. And some people booed me when I was walking out. And
all right,
I was like, you don't even know me yet.
That's cool, man.
There were Mariners, and apparently they were there to boo everybody. So we're in Yankee Stadium, and these are Mariners. And so they
Wow.
were booing me and everybody else. And but I don't know how you do boo Delta 360, you know. And by the way, I was a guest of Delta. They think a
Very
lot.
nice.
They think a lot of me.
Very nice. We also became part of Team Prophet because the Prophet used to get booed everywhere he went. You know, being a bad guy, bro, you want to draw heat. You want people to boo you like crazy. So when they're doing that, you go, yes, yes, it's working. I'm doing my job. So I would have been cheering for you right there.
Oh shoot, that reminds me. Somebody, this young person works here with us, and they didn't know who Ric Flair was. Osuna. Dude, look,
All
they
right.
see that face on us. Like, I mean, like we're getting some age on us when we talk about I mean, how do you not know Ric Flair? You know, the best.
Especially from North Kakalaki, and you don't know Ric Flair, that
I
he gets pretty
know.
upset.
I know. Oh man! All right, so for people that don't know, he's a very famous wrestler, and Osuna was a professional wrestler. He was known as the Prophet, and Flair was known as the Nature Boy. And Flair is really
Woo.
good at bleeding. That was one of his best talents. He had really cool blonde hair, and when he got hit, man, blood would just go all over this guy's head, and it really looked good. You know what I mean? Like you got brown hair and red, it's like, but blonde and blood, woo!
Yes.
I mean, he'd just be coming down his face. All right, get back to business. Okay.
Woo.
So, but Hispanic is different than Creole Haitian because this, give me, how many different countries was on the call that we just did? Or how many, what countries, what's predominant? Where are you from, Osuna? And what are you hearing? Where do we have people coming from and joining our Hispanic movement?
So I was born in Guatemala, which is in Central America. And so I know that for the call that we did on July 3rd, we had people from Mexico, we had people from Venezuela, El Salvador, Guatemala, and what was the other country? I think Chile was the other country that we had, but we had like 5 different countries because basically what happens is all of those countries in Latin America, we speak Castilian, which is I would say a simpler way to talk Spanish. Is not Spanish from Spain, which is more proper, you know, like English from England. It's the same thing basically. People can still understand you, no problem. But in Latin America, we speak Castilian, which again is kind of like the simpler Spanish. Mm-hmm.
So what happens is, I said, do you want to go international with your company? And it works like this. You will learn. You start hiring people from different nationalities. That they're either born in a different country or their parents were born in a country and they grew up in a family that their parents were not born here, speaking different languages. You're going to learn so much, like Castilian. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard that explained in my life. Now, it could have been explained in English in high school, or it could have been explained in history, and I never heard it. But because it's my friend, Marvin Osuna, and because I'm involved with it, I'm going to remember it. So it changes everything. You know, we've got a couple people that have joined us from the country of Ivory Coast. And it's like what? And then it's funny because, not funny, but it is what it is. I was talking to Adam Katz. He's got a lot of different people from different parts of Africa. And I was looking up, I was like, what else do you call Ivory Coast? And he's like, I have no idea. And I was on the map and it's C-O-T-E, Cote d'Ivoire, Ivor. I'm not saying it. Can you say it, Mimi?
Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah, that's it.
They speak French there too.
Right,
Côte
they speak
d'Ivoire.
French, exactly.
Yeah.
So that word means Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
And so it's like I know French. Like I don't, but it's like Corte, it got to be to the coast.
Yeah.
Right? And then I had to look up where it was because I started thinking about it. And I was like, all right, I got to see where this is. So then I start like, oh, it is, it's definitely West Africa, but the coast, it's the way Africa, the continent is shaped. It's still, you got to, y'all can't see it. My staff can see it. See how it's right there. It's like on this western coast. And then it's right beside Ghana and Togo. And Togo, we just had a lady in Atlanta from the country of Togo. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm going like, I didn't know there was a country named Togo. But I didn't argue with her. I was just like, you're from where? Could you spell it for me? Togo. I was like, Togo. She's like, Togo. And I was like, all right. So it's taking me, and it'll take you on an international journey if you let it. So it's like having fun, making money, making a difference. But part of the fun is, it's, believe it or not, is getting educated and going international. Is that crazy? Y'all see it? And I want to go to these places now. But also now have friends there. I mean, Adaki's been just like, you got to go to Nigeria, and now we're like I'm going. It's just I'm figuring out a time, and we're going to go. And I'm going to go with somebody really cool that knows a lot of people and has connections. Right? It'd be like, yeah. Okay, Marvin. Do you know who's up next with Spanish? Lucero or Marvin? Do you know?
No, I know we just had Olga yesterday showing the plan.
Okay, so Meche, Mercedes.
Meche the 24, correct.
She's going to light them up, so she will be awesome. So Olga Mathis, you have, sometimes I accuse you, I think I'm accurate. I think you've kept your accent. I think it's, I'm accusing you of keeping your accent.
What do you mean keeping my accent?
What do you mean? See, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about right there. Like, she knows how to say, what do you mean? But she ain't going to do it like that. She's going to do it like she wants to do it to be.
No, I wish. No, I'm not going to say I wish I don't have accent. But I always say, do I have an accent? I don't think so. But super excited, Andy. Thank you so much, and Jane, for this amazing opportunity. Every day it's like, I say, wow, when I get up in the morning, I say, I cannot believe I am with the Alliance, the best company ever in my whole life. And really the only company that I work with and the only one that I know, because you cannot go nowhere else. You have everything here. And every time that so many people ask me about Spanish. You're Spanish? No, we don't have a lot of things in Spanish. And now I remember Gustavo and Meche, and I was talking to Meche yesterday before the HASPAD, and she wanted to cry because I said, how Gustavo will be right now seeing so many things in Spanish. And I remember going to your office and talking about the Spanish. Say, yeah, maybe in the future, but maybe in the future. Oh my God. And then Gustavo, when he translated the 8 Steps of Success, and then trying to translate the Millionaire Maker, and see how much you are helping, how many languages, having HASPAD. I never had that opportunity. And yesterday I feel so weird doing the HASPAD in Spanish because I had to translate now how you say this in Spanish, how you say this one in Spanish. So it was fun. But every time that I'm going to talk to you and the call, I get nervous and I say, why? But it's excited to be here, excited for the opportunity. And now we have a group that is under Marnie's arena, that I have a group of Spanish. We're working with them. We have Rita, that she's from Cuba. Mari is from, I think, Guatemala. And now we're going to have a HASPAD in Miami. And we were talking, where can we have this Spanish HASPAD? And then we're looking for a place. And then I talked to Lucero and I said, let me see if we can get a hotel. So now we're at a hotel in Miami, July the 31st. So it's going to be our first HASPAD in Spanish. We have some group of people that are in Miami that they do Medicare, just Medicare, and they never really want to do or work with Alliance because they don't speak English. And now I talk to her and I say, hey, now's the time. Now we starting to have a lot of things in Spanish. We're going to have the system, all the system, the books, everything in Spanish. So it's awesome because people get excited to know that now we're going to do it in our language. Now these people from the Medicare, the group, they planning to go to the July at Doral, because sometimes people, they live in Miami, and sometimes, especially when they know that they have Spanish and English, say, oh, I don't understand, so why I'm going to go there? But now it's going to make a huge difference, Andy.
I'm so excited about it, Olga, and I do sense the new energy, the new burst of excitement from anybody that this affects. Meaning they speak one of the language, they have one of the assets, they're really from a different country, and there's some new aspects to this world of America. So I only know my family traces back to Australia because of Austria. Beside Germany is my family history. At the reunions, they give out this piece of paper and it says your daddy was here and his daddy, and it goes back, and I go, all right, so I'm from Austria. I have no accent. I don't hardly know where it is on the map. I don't have any friends from there. Like, I'm not from there. I'm from Burlington, North Carolina, right?
And you have an accent too.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't have an accent. Everybody else does. I am the way people talk. No. Okay, so my point being, like, hardly any of us are from here. Like, unless you're, I would call it Native Americans, meaning your great granddaddy was here, maybe an Indian tribe, and there's probably people in our organization that have some Indian background, and not India, but American Indian. And I mean, it's because I always crack up how, people today, and my daddy would use the word foreigners or furriners, he called them, and I was thinking, Daddy, we're foreigners, like we ain't from here either. But we are here, we're citizens. So it's just, to me, it's just interesting, the semantics about it, and people get all mad about it or not mad about it. It's just to me, I'm just like, I'm not getting all involved in all the what do you call it, the drama of it. The drama of it, to me, it's other human beings, it's other people, and I want people that want to have a great life. Now, if you don't want to, there's no point in me trying to help you. I have some rules that I think people should know, and these are ones to repeat. It's hard to climb a fence that's leaning towards you. Picture that. You got a fence leaning towards you. You're trying to get your feet on it, but your hands are up here, and the feet, they're not down here. It's not easy. Trying to kiss a girl that's leaning away from you. She's giving it the old, and then a foot to the face. It's bad. It's a bad scene. And then the other scene would be trying to help someone that does not want to be helped.
Right.
It would be like trying to teach a pig to sing. You put a tutu on a pig, you put lipstick on a pig, you get voice lessons for the pig, and the pig is just going to be irritated and annoyed and might bite you, might get you muddy, and then you will end up being frustrated. Trying to help a person that don't want to be helped is an ugly scene. So I'm trying to help people, could care less what their language is. But the language that's common is the want to, WANTTO language. And a lot of people say it, but they don't do it. Like, for example, Osuna is in a hotel room because he's traveling. I have so many leaders that they're expecting success to come find them in their corner of the world, as opposed to leaving your house. But they fight it. And I just say they just don't want it bad enough to do it. They don't want to have the great life so they don't leave their house. Some people want to call them lazy. Some people want to call them names, say they're just stupid or they're comfortable. I don't know what it is, but the common language of want to is travel to. It's getting out of your house and going. So Mimi and Olga, when you bring people in brand new, that's what we talk to them about. How would you like to have a business all over the United States and money's coming in from all over the United States, and anywhere you land, you know people. It's the funniest thing. I was in, think about these stories are so crazy. I'm in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. Like, first of all, I'm in Cabo. That's a statement. Like, I'm not broke. I'm in Cabo hanging out. And I'm talking to one of my friends. So there's another statement, because there's a friend with me in Cabo. I'm not just me by myself, not just my family. It's my extended family. I'm talking to Andy Riddle, and I tell him I'm going up to this baseball out at the Yankees game, and he goes like, I'm good friends with the first base coach for the New York Yankees. And I was like, what? He's like, you know him. He lives right beside Courtney Long. And I was like, kinda. And he's like, anyway, I'll meet you there at the game. I'll get some tickets and I'll come down on the field with you for batting practice. And I was like, cool. How many tickets? He said, I'll probably get 4. And he's like, who you want to invite? And I was like, you got to invite Katz. I mean, Adam Katz is just a crazy Yankee fan, and then so then he got John Beverly. And he said he's never been to New York City. He'd freak out and jump on your jet and go with you, And so I'm going like, isn't that all crazy?
Crazy.
And then the executive, so the executive comes to pick us up, special entrance, no lines. We're just waiting to knock at this door, and they wave, and we said, we're here for Delta, and he's like, come on in. And you go in Yankee Stadium, but here's the crazy thing: we go down on the field. And this guy's like talking to us, so you fly a lot, all internet. Yeah, and Delta, and it's cool. And how long have you worked there? And all of a sudden, Riddle and Cass like, what's up, Albright? On the field at Yankee Stadium, people screaming your name, and this guy looks at us and looks at them, and he's like, who am I dealing with here? You know what I mean? Like,
amazing. Mm-hmm.
And then, like yesterday, I'm sitting there eating lunch and talking to somebody, and they're going like, so you were in New York this morning? I was like, yeah. I'm just thinking about Cabo, Atlanta. Atlanta, by the way, did y'all hear about this? We had 82 people show up. They just kept coming in.
Wow.
It was psycho in Atlanta. That's where I met the girl from Togo. And it was, and we got a new rising star down there named Feluke. It's Fuloke. That's pretty close. It might not be Feluke. And I don't know if that's her last name. I think that's her first name. First name. Do you know last name? What is last name? Oladipo? We don't know if that's said right either. But she had, how many people did she had? 6 people with her, fired up out of her mind. She's from Nigeria. And she had the lady from Togo, I'm pretty sure, was in her organization. So, all right. So what do you need to know if you do not, I do not speak any other language. Like I say, I understand Spanish because I got about, 16 words to my, I've got in my glossary, right? So you don't speak languages. Accent. When you hear an accent and you're really genuinely concerned about people, where are you from? So we got in a cab in, I don't even know what city we were in, but as soon as they spoke, where was that person? Atlanta. And when the Uber driver spoke, clearly, well, a lot of us thought West Africa, either Nigeria, Kenya, something. And Adam Katz was like, immediately started talking to him like Patrick was meeting him, Waddell. He wasn't going to let him get away, but Adam just slid right in there in between Patrick and the guy from Nigeria because he's like, I got this. You stand down.
Wow.
It does mess people up when you know something about their country, whether it's Haiti or Colombia or Guatemala, when you know where Guatemala is. So you're talking to people. Don't try to impress them when you meet somebody from a different country. And the same thing applies if you meet them from Maine or Alabama. Don't try so much to impress them as to get them to somebody that's like them. So with your pastor, Mimi, you're the shining star, but also Delilah. I want him on the phone with Delilah because she has no seemingly interest in his success. So she's going to be innocent in what she says, and that's going to come across. But she's going to endorse you and endorse what we do, and he can't stop that force. It's like a huge magic trick right in front of your face, and you just can't stop it or do anything about it. Like a person gets sawed in half, or they sit in a chair and they pull the sheet off and they disappear, and you're like, no, I can't stop it. He can't stop the feeling he's going to get when Delilah talks to him. And people worry about what Delilah's going to say. What? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody gets lucky. You got to take the shot. You got to take the shot. You got to get them around that person and let them give it a shot. I'm sorry, who was going to say something? Was it Mimi or Olga?
No, that I was 2 days ago. I have to make an appointment to renew my license, and now you have to wait 2 months to go and do it. It's not like before that you just go and do it fast. But anyway, to tell you really quick, I am making the line, and I see a girl behind me, really pretty, tall, really nice, short, 23 years old. And then I ended, when we went inside, we sit next to each other. So I start to talk to her, and she's fired up. She want to go to family reunion, and she's from Brazil. And I just went to renew my license, and you never know when you can find somebody good. Yeah. And excited. Oh, another thing, Andy, that I had to tell you, that already that we're going to start our first seminar in Spanish. So we have it for July after the convention.
Estate planning. You're going to do an estate planning seminar in Spanish.
In Spanish. It's going to be July 22nd, Thursday, July the 24th, and Saturday the 26th. And in Spanish, we already have people registered. We have like 45 people registered. So we're excited about it. Cindy is helping us with that. So it's something crazy, because I say, oh my God, I never thought that I'm going to do something like this in Spanish. It's going to be a Doral in Spanish. Estate planning in Spanish. Woohoo! Yeah.
This is, just crazy from being in California, and then just everybody jumped on board. I'm so excited about it. And then we got to get Lucero up here. Lucero, come up here. Emir, bring that stool over here for her, please. Just so. And Lucero's just done so many things at our corporate office. Been very helpful and just very productive no matter what assignment we've given her. And so immediately, me and Clay, when we started this, we're like, she can run the whole thing. And then Leslie, who's sitting right in front of me, she stepped up, and now she's traveling. And you need to learn some Mandarin words, by the way, some Chinese.
Yeah. I'm picking up on it.
Do you know one? Do you have one?
No, I learned Missy from the Creole call last night. I picked up that they kept saying Missy, and I was like, I think that says thank you. I Googled it, and it was. So I messaged Delilah after the call. I said, Missy, with the heart. I'm picking up.
Hey, you can learn como ye.
That's
How
it.
Are you? Right? Como ye?
That's
How
good.
That is como ye.
How are you? Is that
How
right?
are you?
Yeah. How are you? And merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. What is that?
Thanks a lot.
We're getting ready to mess people up.
Yes.
So, Andy, can I ask you something really quick? Is it possible, like Olga's talking and I'm thinking, can Sandy do leads for us in Creole as well?
With AI, anything is possible.
Okay,
And
I like it.
with Jesus and AI.
Yeah,
Amen.
Cindy, when we
You put
talked to
Jesus
her,
with AI, baby.
Cindy said, I don't know, let me check. I never did it in Spanish, but it will be fun to see how we do it. So she's excited too.
I don't see why not.
Why not?
Seriously, all the material can be quickly translated.
What's the lady?
I'm sure she'll try it, Cindy. She's here to help. And she's, well, you've heard Kath talk. Kath is like, she's got to be Cindy's biggest fan,
She is.
Oh, so much going on. First, 100% Spanish seminar.
Yes. It's going to be Gustavo and me. We're going to do it together. He was pushing me a lot to do it in Spanish, but I said, I don't know. And now I say, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. So we're doing it together. We have an office at Doral already. We fixing, putting everything together because when we come back from same convention, it's showtime. Time to do it.
Are you traveling anytime? You have anything coming up?
Me, no, sir, not yet.
No, net. All right. So you're available. You're available. So if somebody wants you to come,
Yeah, text me.
I want it in July 31st in Miami for the first half spot. That would be awesome.
So when is your first estate planning? When is that?
The first one is July the 22nd, Tuesday, July the 24th, and July the 26th, that is a Saturday.
Yeah, it's interesting. The estate planning, the different dates and days. Like Bel Air did one July 5th. Was it the 5th? It was either July 4th or the 5th, like right in the middle of a holiday, and he had a great turnout. He was like, don't be scared. And I mean, and it is funny because people understand it's like one shot, one door knock, one person shows up at your meeting. It could be the biggest client you've ever brought on board. It doesn't take, but it is more fun when it's 150 and you get, or like 82 people in Atlanta and you get to look around and get the choices. But I'm looking for that one person that changes everything. The one client, the one new agent. It's one more person. That's why I can't walk by somebody when I meet them. When it's an Uber driver or a waitress or a waiter. I think we put after the Atlanta meeting, we went out and had some snacks and some drinks. And dadgum, I think we got all 3 waitresses are in class. Like, I'm just not letting people walk by. We are not letting people walk by. If you are walking by people and not showing them this opportunity, I question what's in your head. Remember when I said everybody rowing in the same direction? That's another one. How do you not talk? I mean, what possesses a person not to explain this opportunity to everybody they know? I don't get it. I don't understand selfishness. I don't understand. I don't understand it. I hadn't quite grasped it. But when we get every person talking to every person about the opportunity, so you do an estate plan, you move a trust, you move $2 million, you say to the client, clearly you're doing good financially. Would you be open to helping me with this estate planning project? It really makes a difference. If you're not, I get it, but would you be open to it? And if they go, it's funny, I've got millions in the bank, I'm really bored, be interested in doing it. Can I make some money while I'm helping you?
Right.
Or they say, my son-in-law would be awesome. Let me call him and connect you right now. Like, why would you not say that to people? Would you be open to this, to helping me with this opportunity? Okay. All right. When people are brand new and you bring them on, Mimi, Olga, Osuna, okay? They're never going to be more excited than day one. It is what it is. You don't ask people. You don't ask people things like, do you want to build a team? Do you want to build a hierarchy? Do you want to hire people? Do you want to coach people? It goes like this. I bring on Lucero. I go, Lucero, you're excited about the opportunity came to me. Did you say anything to anybody else? Brother, mama, boyfriend, girlfriend, daddy, children, aunt, uncle? And she goes, yeah, I told somebody. What did they think about it? They said that they said they want to know when I get back home. They want me to call them, tell them about it. Do you understand that this person that she's talking to could be the greatest person that ever hit the Alliance? And you didn't even find out that she said something to somebody. Now, who's best at selling the opportunity? Her or you? Me or her? I know what we're doing. So I'm going to say, let me talk to them or connect me. Get them on the phone now. Let me chat with them. I've done it with people and I go, hey, is your parents know what you're doing? Yeah. My parents are against this. They've been trying to talk me out of it. Great. Get them on the phone. Let me talk to them. My parents are excited about this business and they want to do it. Great. Get them on the phone. Let me talk to them. It would be like me saying, I've got 32 lottery tickets in my dress drawer, not opened. I'm just going to leave them in there. And you just go like, why would you do that? Because I'm an idiot. That's why I would do that. If I have lottery tickets, I'm going to scratch them and see if I win. If I meet a human being, or if I'm talking to this human being, I'm going to find out what human being she knows. And I'm going to talk to them. Because you don't know. It's that Urkel feeling that I have. And I get you to have it, Olga and Osuna and Mimi. You get that feeling of that next person might be it. They might be the one. What was that movie? The one. The one that changes everything. The Matrix. It's in the Matrix, right? Huh?
Yes.
He could be the one, like in The Matrix. He could be the one, like the Adaki in the Cats organization, or like the Bridget. I like the Tendong. You know, let's say where she's from. That'll make her. I've been messing it up really bad. Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Cameroon. She's from Cameroon. She says, you're not giving Cameroon enough credit. Cameroon. Tendong. All right. So this networking business that I'm talking about, here's the only reasons you wouldn't do it. You don't want to work or you don't want to get rich. Because you start talking to every person, that's going to create a lot of work. And you're going to get stupid rich. But if you keep your mouth shut and don't talk to them, then you don't have to do nothing. On the other hand, you're not going to build your network. So this is crazy. Oh, so this is where it gets really crazy. You need to tell other people what I just said. Don't just receive it and it goes into your heart and it's locked away. No, you got to take it in your heart and then you got to tell somebody and you got to explain to them that they got to do it. And then tell them to tell them. So you get a forever perpetuating business.
Exactly.
And okay, this is some basic stuff that y'all got to remember. You're getting people in this business first time. Basic stuff, we got to cover this with them. Start that network immediately without asking them. All three of y'all are great salespeople. My guess, y'all ain't asked a person if they wanted life insurance or an annuity in your life. or maybe you did 10 years ago when you first started. You just start filling out the paperwork, and we just got to figure out the price. We just get their Social Security number, and we're on the way. They didn't approve it, but they didn't shoot it down. And if they don't shoot it down, we proceed. The dumbest salesperson goes, now, are you sure you want this life insurance? Like, why would you ask that? They've got their checkbook out. They've got their banking information out. They're being nice. They're smiling. They got you some water. Fill out the paperwork. So I'm not asking her, does she want to build a team? People come and tell me that, like they've done research. Like, I didn't ask you to go find that out. What I ask you to find out is who they know. Well, I ask them who they know. Like, oh God, oh my God, we've got to. So, but Olga, people don't know to do this. They don't. You've got to teach them to network. Apparently, we're not born network marketers. This one lady struggled a little bit in Atlanta with when I said, she said, what are you looking for? And I said, and what I described was not her. It was her in several items. She's smart, she's personable, but her age didn't fit. And she was like, well, what about me? And I go, we're talking about you and who you recruit. We're not saying you're not recruited because you're too old. We're saying this is who you recruit, younger people. But I'll recruit a 70-year-old in any minute, second. I'll hire them. I don't care. But immediately, I want to know who their children are, and their grandchildren are old enough to be in the business. So who's your grandchildren? How many? What do they do? Just start talking to them. So teaching people to talk like this, Marvin, is huge. Another thing is, younger people will listen to you. A lot of times the 70-year-old or 60-year-old or 50-year-old is like, well, what I like to do is like, oh God, you remember that part where you're broke? You remember that part where you can't afford to come to convention? Now you're telling me what to do. You know, the old puncher wants to come out, right? So you tell them, say, look, I know you're older and you got a lot of experience. If you want me to tell you this, I'm going to tell you how to build this business. But if you keep arguing, I can't deal with it. We got to move fast. So it's not that I don't recruit older people. It's that I prefer 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. I'm looking for them because they'll listen more and they got more energy. They don't have the health problems. They don't have the parents' health problems. They just don't have as many challenges that stop them from building something massive. Mimi.
Yes, sir.
Mimi and Olga and Osuna and Marvin, is there anything that you could say, Mimi, that help us if we meet someone that's from Haiti? Is there tricks, tips? What is something we need to be aware of when we're talking to them? You hit me with the animation thing. What other tip would you give me if I'm recruiting or meeting, getting to know someone that speaks Creole?
Okay, so I will tell you, Andy, if you do, I'm hesitant to say it, but I'm gonna say it. It's been in my heart for years. So it's not just Haitian, it's any foreigners. We don't, Olga laugh about it, but a lot of people don't really like when you talk about the accent. They don't like it when you make fun of it. I'm not talking about you as Andy Albright. I'm talking about people in general. So I like the approach that you're having now where you get to know them and know where they come from, learn about their culture. Everybody love it when you put a genuine interest in their culture and who they are. That's gold. You get me right there. Don't pity me because of all the stuff that's going to Haiti in Haiti right now. You can show concern, but don't say, oh my God, aren't you happy you left that country? No, I want to go back. So that's not something that's going to connect you with a Haitian person. I know we have political stuff going on, but what do you see us? Man, you guys are fighters. Like boost our ego. We like it. We're proud. Haitians are proud people. So show us that, man, you guys are the best people, the first Black people who become free, Black nation who become free from slavery, and all. We take pride in that thing. So get to know us for who we are. But don't really talk so much about the accent part. we don't really like it. Then we can get into that after we like you. Like you can get on my accent. I'm okay with you. I like you enough. So get genuine concern about the person and then learn about the culture. That will connect you with us. How we care about our family. Haitian people are family oriented. We send money crazy back home. We work hard here to send money back home. So that's one thing I touch with my people when I talk to them. Hey, we want to send money back home. How much money will McDonald's give you? How much will you make there to have enough to pay your bills and take care of your family back home? This business, one policy, you can send $100 to 5 different people. So this opportunity offer us the power to take care of our family back home as well. So that's another way you connect with Haitian, with family and things like that. Stroke our ego. We kind of like Jeff Bright, we like you talk about us and then how great we are. I think it's everybody, it's people in general, but we genuinely care about our family and take care of them. If I marry somebody, you say don't send money back home, that's a divorce right there. Because I'm gonna send it anyways. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send
Family is number one. Yeah.
That's wild. That's very, very informative. That's really good advice. I'm gonna do my best to remember that and try to use that, put it into practice. What would you say, Olga?
Well, in Spanish, Colombian people, they are hard workers, and when they come here, for example, I see my cousin that she still clean houses, and I say, look, you have opportunities to grow, and I tell her, if I did it, you can do it. So when you talk to Colombians, hey, you can do it. I can guide you. You can go with me. I can teach you. I can help you. And just be humble. Don't be too arrogant. If you are too arrogant, they're not going to like you. So just be humble and make them understand that it's possible.
Humble, genuinely interested in them as a person.
Right.
What say ye, Marvin?
One of the things that's been very helpful to us is that we bring up the fact that we have companies that will help people who only have an ITIN number, that they don't have a social security number. And I know that even if people haven't sold insurance before, that really, strikes a chord with them, because they go, oh, my uncle, my friends. And so they start thinking about people right away. And so we said, you can help them, because we have carriers that will underwrite insurance for people who don't have a social security number and they still need insurance. And another thing too, that's very important to people in our culture is just being able to educate other people. For example, we've done 3 different Spanish estate planning seminars with our clients. We adopted the Joe Walker method, where you reach out to your clients and you bring them in. And so we've been able to recruit Spanish-speaking people from those seminars, because we tell them, you can also be an educator. You can also stand in front of a group of people or your own family and run this exact same seminar to teach them. And so that's been very helpful, because at the moment they're not thinking about insurance, or they're not thinking about a specific product. They're thinking about educating people, teaching about estate planning, the importance of estate planning, and like Olga said, and Mimi, that family oriented, family's number one, and so education is also very important. So that's how we've been able to recruit people, is using those 2 methods in our organization.
That's good stuff right there. Okay.
It helps.
This coming weekend, not next weekend, not tomorrow, next weekend, we're going to have sessions that are only people from West Africa. So Togo, Cameroon, Nigeria, all in one room, chatting, mingling, talking to each other. We'll have a speaker, but the speaker is almost not as important as just meeting other people when you're there. And we're going to have multiple sessions like that. And then you can connect and then hang out again when you're eating dinner. It's just going to be a great opportunity to pull everybody. I'm really excited about that aspect of this coming convention. And then just the crazy exposure they're going to get. And by the way, I mean, it's just, I've not changed my stance on this in 30 some years. I've been building the insurance for 25 years. Nothing is going to change people like coming to an event. It's the greatest opportunity for them to meet somebody special that changes their mindset, changes the way they think. They get a bigger picture, a bigger understanding of the alliance, and they take that concept from our convention, from our family reunion, and they take it back to their home city and they plant a flag there, and the alliance and the Osuna team and the alliance grows because they came here and they got the flag, they got the process, the thought process, the mindset, the heart of our business, and then they go plant it back in their hometown. And that's when your company grows, is when somebody comes to our big events and then goes back out to their city and says, hey, I'm bringing the alliance here. Whether it's through estate planning, final expense, mortgage protection, virtual leads. Now we're having people success with IUL leads. And this is a lot. I got to wrap this up. When y'all are doing the opportunity, and make sure that everybody gets this, don't just pitch what you do at the alliance, because you may not be as into annuities, but you got to talk about annuities. You might not be into Medicare and Med Advantage, but you got to talk about, you got to buffet this. You got to lay the options out, systems and leads and carriers, and you're not going to do it alone. We'll help you. We get you in and we let you taste estate planning. You taste IULs, you taste annuities, you taste final expense leads, you taste internet leads, you taste bang bang leads, and you get and whatever suits you, we're going to help you. We're going to fan the flame. So throw it out as a buffet and whatever they pick. So I'm not trying to push one thing. I'm not trying to sell them. What I'm selling them is y'all, your heart, your people. You want to help people. The culture, the best thing we can sell is our culture. Yeah, the ARC is unbelievable. Yes, we got 26 carriers. Yes, we got multiple languages. Yes, we got the university. It's all here. But I'm not going to tell you exactly how you got to make money. We're going to walk you through it. Now, once you pick something, we can show you everything about it, every aspect. All right. Wrap us up, Guru.
All right, you guys.
What do we need? We need more people to volunteer as far as opportunity.
So
show the opportunity.
For the next 5 weeks after family reunion, I've been trying to schedule more people in. Spanish community, the Creole and the Mandarin are all booked. I've got them booked for the next 6 weeks after family reunion. I need more help for the Africa language asset and the Hindi language asset. So if you know of somebody on your team, please reach out to me and say, hey, I've got somebody that'd be great at this, and I need names, numbers. The way to get in touch with me is text me, phone number 336-343-4368. 336-343-4368.
All right. For all of us to be recruiting people from India, people from India, people that speak Hindi, people from India, get them to Lucero. And what else we need? Hindi, and what's lacking?
Africa.
And Africa. Oh, they got some bunch of people that can talk. Yeah. We need to just, Adam Katz, you're in charge. Emily Katz, you're in charge. Emily Cardillo, you're in charge. Who do you know? Who needs to be speaking and doing the opportunity for the West African asset? India, we got to get after it. We got to recruit them. We need more in our business. Thank y'all very much. Can't wait to see y'all this coming weekend. It's going to be crazy talk. Maybe see you in between as we're traveling. Y'all get out of your house, make this thing happen. Love y'all.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Appreciate
Bye.
you.
Bye.